Here we have lot number 175 from our upcoming Asian art sale on October the 17th. It's a heavily cast bronze image of Buddha Shakyamuni with silver inlaid eyes. And as you can see, it's quite well preserved. The beautiful folds of cloths and the garment are very well intact. And of course the silver inlaid eyes, which are 100% original to this piece. But of course here from the base, some pieces have been lost. The two lions that support the base are still intact, but here some parts of the foundation have been gone. And of course there's some corrosion somewhere and some weathering, but overall I think this is still exceptionally well preserved. Gandhara bronzes are extremely rare, and especially when we look at those from the 3rd, 4th and 5th century. And then after the end of this period, some of the monks and their entourage moved to remote areas in the Swat Valley, for instance, or in Kashmir, or other remote places in what is today's Pakistan and Afghanistan. And this is where they continue to do the Buddhist work and where they continue to do the statues well into the 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th centuries, so for several hundred years. And this piece is most likely from this transitional period, which is sometimes still referred as Gandhara and sometimes as early Swat Valley pieces, which date from the 5th, 6th, or maybe early 7th century. So they already have these thrones which are supported by, at this time, still very small lion figures, which are typically associated with the Swat Valley. But the garment folds are very expressive, very powerful. The figures are elongated, they are slim with big hands, and the silver inlaid eyes are very small and very neat. They are less rounded and more strict, formally speaking, than the later pieces. And so this is why we dated this to around the 6th century to ancient Gandhara. There's lots of comparisons. There is a small one in the Metropolitan Museum, which has 11 centimeters. This is a bit larger with almost 15 centimeters. Then there is one here that is a Kashmir bronze, which is very nice and has similar eyes and also similar hold of the right hand. And the lions are also there, but the central figure that is possibly missing here is still in place there. And then also another Swat Valley or Kashmir bronze dating to the 8th and 9th century, but this already has the highly elaborated lotus base, and the lions are more detailed and the folds are only incised and very simple. So this is clearly a later piece. Yeah. When we look at auction result comparisons, we have one from Christie's New York for similar size, 16 centimeters, is pretty much the same thing. I'm not sure if the lotus base and the figure go together, and maybe the lotus piece has been added later on this one. The figure has very nice fold, not as strong as ours, and the eyes are not inlaid. So again, this is dated to the 6th century. We think our piece could be a bit earlier even than the one at Christie's, but I think it's a good comparison. It's sold for 60,000 euros. Our piece starts at 4,000 euros. Regarding the provenance, it's important to note that this was originally found in Pakistan many years ago. And some pieces from this group that were found at the same time have been TL tested, and all the results have been confirmed. This one does not have a casting core anymore. It's all gone. The figure is empty, unfortunately, so it cannot be tested. Yeah? But given its provenance, it's very clear that this is 100% an ancient piece and almost 1,500 years old and a superb rarity. As I said before, 4,000 euros is the starting price, 8,000 the estimate. I think it's a good chance to acquire a very nice example from this period. And if you want to bid, I wish you best of luck at the auction.